Welcome back to my channel. It's Nazak with Ashia back with another video. Today we're going to be discussing Robinhood's IPO, the benefits and the risks. Before we begin, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor and you should always do your own due diligence and research before taking part in any investment scheme. Let's get into it. So, I have a bunch of articles to show you guys and I'm so excited to show them. So here are the dates for Robinhood's IPO. So this is Robinhood's IPO filing shows power of the meme stock boom. So Robinhood Markets Inc. unveiled striking growth figures for its long-awaited initial public offering. I'll be shortening these things down because it's really long, so I'm just going to read the details. The stock trading app counted 18 million users with funded accounts at the end of March, more than double a year earlier. Revenue in the first quarter of 2021 more than quadrupled to 522 million. The daily average number of cryptocurrency trades on Robinhood expanded by a factor of 14, and net values of cryptocurrencies held in Robinhood users' accounts rose to 11.6 billion from 481 million. So meanwhile, users transfer their assets out of Robinhood at nearly 10 times the average rate after it curbed trading in GameStop Corp and other high-flying stocks in January, a decision that also resulted in about 50 class action lawsuits. That's the one risk we're going to talk about later, but for now, around 81% of its first quarter revenue stemmed from a practice criticized by the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. And as the company is facing a raft of investigations, with federal prosecutors going so far as to execute a search warrant to seize the cell phone of Chief Executive Vlad Tenev. Interesting. So basically, they are so upset with the curbing and the shutdowns that they want to take away the cell phone of Vlad Tenev, the chief executive of Robinhood. So Robinhood was plans to list on Nasdaq under the ticker symbol HOOD. Honestly, not bad. HOOD is said to be the buzziest company to tap the U.S. IPO market this summer, especially since up to 35% of its offerings is being allocated to its own trading customers. So I feel that that's really good. We have an advantage, and the listing could value the stock trading app at $40 billion or more. The Wall Street Journal previously reported that. Next, here's a little bit more deets. Robinhood has grown its funded accounts, blah, blah, blah. We read that. Assets under custody have ballooned to roughly $80 billion from $19.2 billion last March. The company said it plans to trade under the ticker symbol again, HOOD. I just can't stop saying that because it's so weird. Okay, so on CNN Business, here's what we learned from Thursday's filing. The company plans to raise $100 million when it begins trading on the Nasdaq. Robinhood is setting aside as much as 35% of its Class A shares for individual investors on its own platform. That's a much larger allocation for retail investors than a typical IPO. I said that before, but I'm saying this because it's a larger allocation. The company revealed that it manages more than $80 billion for some 18 million users on its platform, more than half of which are first-time brokerage accounts. It's actually profitable though. Robinhood grew sales to $958.8 million last year, up 245% from the prior year. It turned a $7.5 million profit last year, a significant improvement from a $106.6 million loss in 2019. The company also revealed it reached a settlement out of court with the family of Alexander Kearns, the 20-year-old who died by suicide last year after seeing a huge negative balance on his Robinhood account. Wow. But then that would probably have a very negative impact on them. Because this dude is in debt and then he commits suicide because of that. It really must affect the stock. And I feel sorry for that guy too. So on MarketWatch, Robinhood's IPO paperwork indicates that its business would be adversely affected in growth and hang on. Did you say risk? It's a risk. So basically, what MarketWatch is trying to say is Dogecoin whale. Robinhood IPO filing reveals Dogecoin is one of its biggest risk factors. Risk factors. So the most intriguing elements of its public documents made public on Thursday was its dependence on Dogecoin. Okay, so that is what is really interesting. So Robinhood had a Dogecoin wallet address that was valued around about $2.1 billion. They owned about 28% of all of Dogecoin in circulation, a stake worth about $2.1 billion at the time. And Robinhood's IPO paperwork indicates that its business will be adversely affected, and growth in our net revenue earned from cryptocurrency transactions may slow or decline if the market for Dogecoin deteriorates or if the price of Dogecoin declines, including as a result of factors such as negative perceptions of Dogecoin or the increased availability of Dogecoin on other cryptocurrency trading platforms. So this is really important because I feel that Dogecoin won't be there forever. I feel that way sometimes because it's it's channeled by celebrities. So it's basically a meme coin. Like Elon Musk comments about Dogecoin and then sends it flying. We all know that he can send the stock market flying or dipping down. It's almost like he has control over the stock market. So I feel like it won't be there forever, and that's a significant risk for Robinhood. Also, another about Robinhood is rising revenue, but a $1.4 billion loss. So they revealed skyrocketing revenue and a loss of more than $1.4 billion in the first 3 months of the year, just the first 3 months, as it took a key step on the Thursday towards one of the year's most anticipated initial public offerings. Robinhood made the disclosures in an offering prospectus a day after saying it would pay a $70 million fine, the largest ever imposed by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA, for misleading customers and harming them with outages. So basically what happened with the outages, you guys, if you're regular Robinhood users, you probably already know this. At the time a stock crashes, just right after you buy it, they don't let you sell it sometimes. The stock crashes or has like a defect or something, and it's absolutely insane and absolutely frustrating for people to have to sit through and watch their money be lost. And I'm with you guys, 100%. And I can feel how annoying that is. If that would happen to me, I would probably punch something or punch a wall. That would be really annoying for me. So, in January, Robinhood becomes the latest in a line of Silicon Valley companies to gain national attention for less than ideal reasons when it restricted some trading after a swarm of investors swelled the values of so-called meme stocks like GameStop, the video game retailer. And revenue was $420 million in the first 3 months of the year, a greater than fourfold jump than $96 million a year earlier, which is fine, but it lost $1.4 billion during that period, far wider than a loss of $53 billion a year ago. The company attributed the loss to $3.5 billion in debt that it raised in February. That's not good. They eked out a profit of $7 million in 2020 and reported profits in 2 out of the last 9 quarters. No, no, no. So the company shareholders, however, stuck with it. Within a week, it raised 2 rounds of emergency funding, though, totaling of $4.4 billion to meet lending requirements for stock trades and to continue making trades. The funding resulted in Robinhood's outside loss in the first 3 months of the year. And then there's the last thing that people are just suing Robinhood constantly because they lose money over the app crashes when they're about to sell their stock, and then it just keeps dropping and dropping, and they're not allowed to sell it. And there's more than 50 class action lawsuits, and a guy committed suicide over his account. So this is really serious. But also, I do like their numbers of what's it called? Their profit numbers are pretty high, and that's good, but there's also losses too. So there's like a good side and a bad side. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it till the end, that is your cue to subscribe. And also, please comment Powder Puff in the comments below. Yes, I know, Powder Puff. You're just asking me like, why? All right, bye. See you in the next video.